Hare Krishna everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Shrimad Bhagavatam class. We'll begin by singing Jai Radha Madhava. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Brajajana Ranjana Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Jaya Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Yamuna Tiravachari Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Kala Chanji Radha Kala Chanji Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Thank you very much, Jaishnav and Raseshwari. Please forgive me, I think I got you off track a little bit. Thank you for playing the Mridanga and Kartal. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajakacharya Ashtotara Sata Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajakacharya Ashtotara Sata Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. प्रेम से को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Mayapur Dham ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Ganga Devi ki jai. Tulasi Devi ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada's Transcendental Books and Prasadam Distribution ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. So today we will be reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam. This is Canto 8, Chapter 23. And the chapter is entitled The Demigods Regain the Heavenly Planets. So before that we will just chant a few shlokas that are recited before the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayat. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead Narayana, unto Naranarayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Shinvatam swakata Krishna punyashravana kirtana hridaya anta sto abhadrani vidunoti shrutsatam. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead who is the Paramatma in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Today, so since we are beginning a new chapter, can we start by reading the introduction, if that's okay with everyone? Jaishna, would you like to do that?
This chapter describes how Bali Maharaj, along with his grandfather Prahlad Maharaj, entered the planet Sutala, and how the Supreme Personality of Godhead allowed Indra to re-enter the heavenly planet. The great soul Bali Maharaj experienced that the highest gain in is to attain devotional service under the shelter of the Lord's lotus feet in full surrender. Being fixed in this conclusion, full of ecstatic devotion and his eyes full of tears, he offered obeisances to the personality of Godhead, and then with his associates entered the planet known as Sutala. Thus, Supreme Personality of Godhead satisfied the desire of Aditi and reinstalled Lord Indra. Prahlad Maharaj, being aware of Bali Maharaj's release from arrest, then describing the transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this material world, Prahlad Maharaj praised the Supreme Lord for creating the material world, for being equal to everyone, and for being extremely liberal to the devotees, just like a desire tree. Indeed, Prahlad Maharaj said that the Lord is kind not only to his devotees but also to the demons.
Jaishna, could you hold the mic on the top like that? Yes, so that it's clear for everyone. Thank you.
In this way, he described the unlimited causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then with folded hands he offered respectful obeisances unto the Lord, and after circumambulating the Lord, he also entered the planet of Sutala in accordance with the Lord's order. The Lord then ordered Shukracharya to describe Bali Maharaj.
I'll continue reading. Okay. Yes.
Discrepancy.
I think the battery needs replacement. I will read, then we can continue later. Then, with folded hands, he offered his respectful obeisances unto the Lord, and after circumambulating the Lord, he also entered the planet Sutala in accordance with the Lord's order. The Lord then ordered Shukracharya to describe Bali Maharaj's faults and discrepancies in executing the sacrificial ceremony. Shukracharya became free from fruitive actions by chanting the holy name of the Lord, and he explained how chanting can diminish all the faults of the conditioned soul. He then completed Bali Maharaj's sacrificial ceremony. All the great saintly persons accepted Lord Vamanadev as the benefactor of Lord Indra because he had returned Indra to his heavenly planet. Anyone else like to read? Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. We are at, they accepted, that's where we are at.
They accepted the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the maintainer of all the affairs of the universe. Being very happy, Indra, along with his associates, placed Vamandev before him, and we entered the heavenly planet in their airplane. Having seen the wonderful activities of Lord Vishnu in the sacrificial arena of Bali Maharaj, all the demigods, saintly persons, Pitas, Bhutas, and Siddhas glorified the Lord again and again. The chapter concludes by saying that the most auspicious function of the conditioned soul is to chant and hear about the glorious activities of Lord Vishnu.
Very well. So we're going to go to text 1. Can you read the translation?
Sukadeva Goswami said, when the Supreme Ancient Eternal Personality of Godhead had thus spoken to Bali Maharaj, who is universally accepted as a pure devotee of the Lord and therefore a great soul, Bali Maharaj, his eyes filled with tears, his hands folded, and his voice faltering in devotional ecstasy, responded as follows.
Bali Maharaj said, what a wonderful effect there is in even attempting to offer respectful obeisances to you. I merely endeavored to offer you obeisances, but nonetheless, the attempt was as successful as those of pure devotees. The causeless mercy you have shown to me, a fallen demon, was never achieved even by the demigods or the leaders of the various planets.
Sukadeva Goswami continued, after speaking in this way, Bali Maharaj offered his obeisances, first to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, and then to Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. Thus he was released from the bondage of the Naga Pasa, the ropes of Varuna, and in full satisfaction he entered the planet known as Sutala.
Okay. This will be the last text that we'll be reading for today, the translation.
Thus, having delivered the proprietorship of the heavenly planets to Indra, and having fulfilled the desire of Aditi, mother of the demigods, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, ruled the affairs of the universe.
Today's focus text is text number 2. So we'll do the Sanskrit. Please repeat. Shri Bali Uvacha Aho. Actually, let's do this way. I'm sorry. Shri Bali Uvacha. Bali Maharaj said, Aho, alas, pranamaya, to offer my respectful obeisances. Krita, I did. Samudyamana, only an endeavor. Prapanna bhakta artha vidhau, in the regulative principles observed by pure devotees. Samahitaha is capable, yat, that, lokapalai, by the leaders of various planets. Svat Anugraha, your causeless mercy. Amarai, by the demigods. Alabdha Purva, not achieved previously. Apashade, unto a fallen person like me. Asure, belonging to the Asura community. Arpitaha, endowed. Let's do the Sanskrit. Shri Bali Ruvacha Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyama. Is that the right meter? Okay, let's try that. Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyama. Prapanna Bhaktartha Vidau Samahitaha. Yallokapalaistvad anugraho amarair. Alabdha purvo apashade asure arpita. Shri Bali Ruvacha Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyama. Prapanna Bhaktartha Vidau Samahitaha. Yallokapala Isvadanugraho Amarair. Alabdha Purvo Apashade Asure Arpita. Shri Bali Ruvacha Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyama. Prapanna Bhaktartha Vidau Samahita. Yallokapala Istvadanugra Amarair. Alabdha Purvo Apashade Asuro Arpita. Would anyone like to try? Dibale Ruvacha Yamya Krita Samudjama. Prapanna Bhaktartha Vidau Samahita. What? Yallokapala Istvadanugra Amarair. Alabdha Purvo Apashede Asura Arpita. Would anyone else like to try? Jaishna. Shri Bali Ruvacha Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyama. Prapanna Bhaktartha Vidau Samahita. Yallokapala Istvadanugra Amarair. Alabdha Purvo Pashade Asure Arpita. Shri Bali Ruvacha Aho Pranamaya Krita Samudyama. Prapanna Bhaktartha Samahita. Anyone else? Shri Baliruvacha. Anyone else like to try? If not, we can. Hear the translation one more time. Bali Maharaj said, "What a wonderful effect there is in even attempting to offer respectful obeisances to you. I merely endeavored to offer you obeisances, but nonetheless the attempt was as successful as those of pure devotees. The causeless mercy you have shown to me, a fallen demon, was never achieved even by the demigods or the leaders of the various planets." Can we please repeat? Bali Maharaj said, "What a wonderful effect there is in even attempting to offer respectful obeisances to you. I merely endeavor to offer you obeisances. But nonetheless, the attempt was as successful as those of pure devotees. The causeless mercy you have shown to me, a fallen demon, was never achieved even by the demigods or the leaders of the various planets." Purport by His Divine Grace as A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. When Vamanadev appeared before Bali Maharaj immediately wanted to offer him respectful obeisances, but he was unable to do so because of the presence of Shukracharya and the other demoniac associates. The Lord is so merciful, however, that although Bali Maharaj did not actually offer obeisances, but only endeavored to do so within his mind, the Supreme Personality of Godhead blessed him with more mercy than even the demigods could ever expect. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 240, Swalpam api asya dharmasya trayato mahato bayat. Even a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is known as Bhavagrahi Janardana because he takes only the essence of a devotee's attitude. If a devotee sincerely surrenders, the Lord, as a super soul in everyone's heart, immediately understands this. Thus, even though externally a devotee may not render full service, if he is internally sincere and serious, the Lord welcomes his service nonetheless. Thus, the Lord is known as Bhavagrahi Janardana because he takes the essence of one's devotional mentality. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Before I begin, I seek the blessings of all the assembled devotees so that I may speak something for my own purification and for the pleasure of the lordships and the devotees. So actually, I was listening to. There's this really nice website called ShimadBhagavatamClass.com, where we can go and we can look at which ISKCON speakers have given classes on these same set of verses. So it's called ShimadBhagavatamClass.com. It's very similar to how the Vedabase.io is. Looks like the same set of devotees have developed it. So there was one nice class by His Grace Burijan Prabhu. So Prabhuji was giving the summary of this whole chapter. So there, in one of the purports, I think in the future parts of this chapter, Srila Prabhupada actually writes that if we take darshan of the deities on a daily basis, then gradually our material bondage will be finished. So that point really struck me, like so important for us to, the program that Srila Prabhupada gave us is really amazing. Starting with Mangalarti and then Darshanarti and Bhagavatam class, like that. And we are so fortunate that by the mercy of Srila Gurudev and all his, all the senior devotees, we have such a wonderful opportunity to do this amazing service. And then I would like to congratulate all the kids. Sometimes they may or they may not understand what's going on in the Bhagavatam. But like how in this purport, Srila Prabhupada is writing, Krishna sees the essence of the devotee, They're sitting in the Bhagavatam class, Nayananvita, Jaishnav, and then earlier there was Raseshwari and there was Kairava. It is so nice, Krishna gives them his full mercy. And then in this purport also it is being spoken, how, like Krishna is called as Bhavagrahi Janardana, because he sees the essence of one's devotional mentality. And sometimes, we see different kinds of people, they are dressed differently, or they may not be even wearing devotional clothes. They may not even have the samskaras of being born in a Krishna conscious family, but still they come in front of Radha Kalachandji, in front of Gaurnitai, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. And for us, since most of us are beginning our Krishna consciousness, or we may not be very advanced, it's very difficult to actually assess what one's where one is, by using our sensory perception. So we actually remember, like how Srila Prabhupada in his early days of ISKCON, it's called, he would fan the spark of the devotees. These devotees, even if they did a small service, Srila Prabhupada was so appreciative. We know that famous pastime where, Jaishnav, do you remember that pastime where there was this one person who was in a drunkard situation and he came to the temple with some toilet paper? You know that? So he just bought those rolls of toilet paper, and Srila Prabhupada was giving a Bhagavatam or a Bhagavad Gita class, if I remember correctly. And Srila Prabhupada, in between, he just stopped for a few minutes and he appreciated him. Just see how natural, I'm just paraphrasing, how natural it is for someone to do service to Krishna. This person, he's not even in his proper state of consciousness and he's bringing these toilet papers for the service of the devotees. So, and Srila Prabhupada, he was such an amazing personality that just by spanning that small spark that was there in his early disciples, then we know what his disciples did, So many of them went to places that they didn't even know, other countries, to open centers, temples. it was so inspiring. Like we know how Srila Prabhupada sent his 6 disciples, 3 couples, along with little Saraswati to London. That was actually the desire of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He wanted Krishna consciousness to be spread in the Western world, and he spent so much time and money to send his disciples to London or to UK. And we know what glorious things Srila Prabhupada's first disciples did in London. They met George Harrison and Shyam Sundar Prabhu, Mother Malti, Gurudas Prabhu, Mother Yamuna, Mukunda Maharaj and Mother Janaki, and then little Saraswati. And it was so amazing. They went, they met the Beatles, they convinced them, and then the result, now we have such a amazing, flourishing community of devotees in the UK, in Europe. And then what to speak of Srila Gurudev, His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami. They went to countries like where if they knew that we were devotees, we would just be killed. They did so much, they risked their lives so much, their Krishna consciousness, to spread Krishna consciousness in these communist countries. The point I'm trying to make is this seeing the essence of one's devotion. We need to be really appreciative that someone new has come to our temple, and treat them in such a way that their Krishna consciousness they progress in their Krishna consciousness. Not just that, there may be even devotees who have been practicing Krishna consciousness for a few years, or they may not be very advanced. So we have to be really mindful of how we treat them. And I'm saying this especially for myself. Like this false ego is so strong, we may want things to be done only this way. I want this chair here, I want this flower only this way, and someone else may be doing it in the way that is their devotion to Radha Kalachandji. So we have to be really mindful of that, and in the process we cooperate with the devotees. Srila Prabhupada really wanted that we cooperate. That was one of his last instructions. Your love for me will be shown by how you cooperate with each other to keep this movement together. And that's really very important for all of us. Whether we are serving on the altar, or we are serving doing Sankirtan, or we are serving in the kitchen, or wherever that may be. I thought I will just share that for my own purification again. And then I also wanted to touch upon, how in this purport Srila Prabhupada says that Bali Maharaj, when Lord Vamanadev, he entered, when he appeared before Bali Maharaj, Bali Maharaj immediately felt like offering obeisances, and he did so in his mind, and all these other associates, whether I forget their names, Shukracharya and few of his other associates, and then he did not feel it appropriate to offer obeisances. So he did it in his mind. So there are some stories, that where devotees actually did service in their mind. Would anyone like to repeat any of those pastimes? There's one from Chaitanya Charitamrita, the pastime of the Narsimananda Brahmachari. Oh yes, Mother Tulsi Sakishi is saying something. Yeah, I think it's probably the same thing. Do you know that pastime, Nayananvita or Jaishna? Would you like to say that? Yes, yes. Yeah, would you like to say in the microphone? Jaishnav is going to say one of the pastimes where a devotee did service in his mind.
When Narasimhananda Brahmachari was told by somebody that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going to go to Vrindavan, in his mind, he started making a path decorated with flowers, jewels and everything. But then once he reached Kanhaiya Natyashala, he couldn't decorate anymore. I don't know how. He didn't know why it was happening like that. Then he understood that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could only go until there.
Thank you, Jaishnav. Yeah, this is a beautiful pastime, you know. He was trying within his mind. He was cleaning the road and then making it nice and offering flowers and jewels and making the path soft for the Lord to walk. All within his mind. Of course, he was a very exalted soul. So he could do that. And then when he reached Kanhaiya Natyashala, irrespective of how hard he tried, in his meditation he could not go further. And then he told all the devotees that, the Lord, he was not going to go to Vrindavan, he's going to only go until here. And then everyone was asking, he's not even a sannyasi, he's not even a guru, how come he's saying all this? But Lord Chaitanya empowered him and he had that power to actually envision. And then even Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, right? Bhagavad Gita 9:26. Anyone know text 26 of the 9th chapter? If not, I will read it. It's related to this. Sorry, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, the famous one. Yeah. Patram pushpam palam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachiti tad aham bhaktya aparatam ashnami prayatatmanaha. So here, Krishna says, if one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit or water, I will accept it. So, the point I was making was here that, Narasimhananda Brahmachari, he did not have anything, All he was doing, he did not even have a physical flower. He was just offering that in his mind. And so Krishna is so kind that like how Vamanadev was so kind to accept Bali Maharaja's mental offering of obeisances. Krishna is the same, is the same person, Vamanadev. So he accepts such an insignificant offering. We may be very rich. If we have the capacity, then we can offer large amounts of Lakshmi in the service of the Lord, especially to propagate the Sankirtan mission. So much resources and Lakshmi are required. But if one is not able to, even Krishna is so kind, even he will accept even some little water. How merciful the Lord is. Actually Krishna, he accepts the quality of our service, more than the quantity. So that is very, very important. And like how I was mentioning, how his devotees are all also the same. Like Srila Prabhupada, even if someone did very little, Srila Prabhupada was so appreciative of that person. And then now we can see the result. So many worldwide communities have been developed or established, which is so inspiring. Would you all like to hear one Sankirtan story? So there is probably everyone has heard this, but Srila Prabhupada, His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami, he took so much risk. He went to these communist countries, and if he was dressed in his devotional clothes, he would just be put in prison. So he would dress himself in non-devotional clothes, and he would go to universities. So once the local KGB they found out that he was doing this, and they were following him in a university, and he noticed that something was suspicious. So he was just running and running through the corridors of the university, and I hope I'm remembering this correctly. And then finally he just abruptly enters into an office of some professor. And normally the way is you call the university ahead of time, and then you say that I'm coming, and then have these books and I'm going to distribute them. But Maharaj has already entered into the room, and there was this professor, and this professor, Maharaj just starts off like this. Back then his name was Ganasham Prabhu. His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj just initiated him. And then he just said, Professor, I'm so-and-so, and then I have an appointment with you, and there was no appointment. He was so clever, like just to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books. And then he showed him the books, and he convinced him like to take the whole set of Srila Prabhupada's books. And it's so inspiring, like such a, it was like a life-threatening situation, if the KGB or the authorities would have arrested him, he would probably be put in prison, and they would have taken him, tortured him, and even killed him. But even in such life challenging, threatening situation, devotees, they go through, still Maharaj distributed a whole set of Srila Prabhupada's books, which is so inspiring, of course. Please excuse me. This story is even more amazing to hear. I'm not putting it in the right way. The other thing that we can read from this verse is, this service of serving in the mind, also we have to be very careful, like for us the normal process is to do practical devotional service. Only advanced devotees actually can engage in serving in the mind, but nonetheless Krishna is still kind to everyone. Even if someone just does that much, they still get the benefit. With that I would like to stop and ask if anyone would like to share anything or offer any corrections or comments. Okay, looks like we're going to end here. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.